Is you've probably heard this. You know, you've got to have God number one. God's got to be number one. On your list of priorities, God's got to be number one. This is Christian rule book, basic stuff right here. Page number one in that book. God's got to be priority number one. You got to get your priorities right. You know, so he's at the top of the list up here. You've got God, then you've got your marriage, then you've got your kids, then you've got church, then you've got work, then you've got money, and you've got this financial, you've got this whole setup right here. Everything's got to be aligned. But here's the deal. The problem is that idea is completely alien to the Bible. It's completely alien to the Bible. That's not what being a Jesus follower is all about, man. It's not about prioritization, because what happens is if it's about prioritization, God just becomes a compartment. So you've got your God compartment, you've got your marriage compartment, you've got your work compartment, all of these other compartments. And what happens is God doesn't really interact with any of those. So he just kind of stays up here, and he doesn't get into how you do marriage. He doesn't get into how you do family, how you do business, how you do church life, how you spend your money, into all of these different facets and areas of your life. He just kind of stays as a compartment, just like everything else. But here's the reality, man. That's a fake Christianity. That's not what it looks like to be a Jesus follower. It's not about prioritization, but it's about integration, meaning the center of your life has to actually change. Because the center of your life in that first category is really you. It looks good because God's at the top, right? He's number one, but it's really all about you at the end of the day, because he's just a compartment. And it's really just about, that priority list is first about, your ultimate happiness and what's going to work for you as a person. But here's the reality, man. Step one of discipleship is you actually remove yourself as the center of your life and you put Jesus there. That's step one. And then what happens is Jesus then begins to flow into every different area of your life. So when he's at the center, he flows into how you do business. He flows into how you do marriage and family and sex and work, and how you exist in the context of relationships with other people, and how you spend your money. Listen, man, your faith in Jesus, here's the point. Your faith in Jesus is either the most important thing about your life. It needs to completely redefine everything about how you do life, or it's the dumbest thing and you need to never give it a second thought again. But there's no way that this whole thing can exist in some kind of a gray zone.